Hey, what, Mark? It's been a while. I'll be on chapter 16, sorry. Chapter 16 of Manifold Manga. And again, I'm really concerned how the story's going now. As I completely skipped an entire story arc on game. I do, as you know, in that arc, Awaken Her Archetype. It's just battling, I get gameplay and stuff, but they could have found a way around it. I'm just really concerned how Juno's gonna awaken her archetype. The story. I can see how to do it. You know, like a place. I know I keep bringing this up, but you know, like a place from the previous arc. How, because they skipped the opening dungeon, because they skipped quite a bit of fights to skipping two of the dungeons, and skipping three dungeons. Sorry, just to focus on the fight, the boss fight. Well, just look at the boss fight that one. And having Royals archetype waking there. Wilson, Stroll, and Hokumo's archetype still waken, and eventually he do a specific scene that doesn't. Her way to awaken is to get a sense of their characters. So there's a determination that helped them awaken it. Skipping it just really doesn't make you really understand. That's my disappointment with it. It's my disappointment with the game. I'm disappointed with this manga. So yeah, I'm really considering what's going to happen next. Like, if they at least adapted a bit of that story arc, it didn't have to be long, as they could just cut some of it down to just a few chapters. You know what I'm saying? They could have just at least adapted it to get the archetype story done. That way they wouldn't have to worry about finding a way to adapt it. They find themselves in a corner doing this. And I said they had to change the bits because, a lot of these stuff were great for the game. I know that. But doesn't mean they can't find a way around it without just showing the characters that, without losing what made the character, losing the reason why these characters are wicked in the first place. So, yeah, if you read the manga and confused, I reckon you just play the game, always watch the cutscene videos. Or watch a story explained. Maybe. I just play the game. We get access to the characters, even though it'll take much longer than normal games. Because Atlas, their games are freaking long. No joke. Entire cutscene videos could be like over 30 hours. That's how many cutscenes there are. That's why for me, when I play to review the other games, I would split it up into each story arc. Or each dungeon. Actually, tutorial, like Persona 4's tutorial like some of the tutorial dungeons will be covered in the first video. And depends how much time I just covered, I'll be able to cover the first major dungeon. Yeah, I might. But anyway, let's get to this. Let's go to the Berg Island arc. So, the chapter opens up with Walden being informed about Luis's men going to Berg Island. At least Walden quite concerned and wondering what Luis is up to. He might be up to something that can't be. He must keep the illusion. So we cut to Berg Island again. I completely lost and hot. And this is a community scene added in the game. And manga, sorry. Getting mixed up. I keep mentioning this, but I like the expressive, the characters being so expressive when I have animations. I just like the expressiveness. So, yeah. If we want to do an anime adaptation, I should just complete what Persona 5 anime should have done if the manga was ongoing at the time, I don't know. They should complete anime about the game and the manga. That way they can make it like the story flow bar. And just horrible pacing and character writing. Anyway. So, gotta ask Juna about, well, the reason of being on Burger in the first place. Juna's not sure, but she does recall what he said to them. As he's looking at a weapon. As he saying he'll get forward on his death. How's that possible with kids' magic? It's pretty interesting to see. And Will hears a voice in his head. Little funny moments. Yeah, Modello and Basilio get a lot of comedic moments here. Like some expressiveness compared to the game. Not the game versions, I'm just saying they're just allowed to be more expressive. In terms of style. And personality. I just want to be true clear, I'm not dissing the game. I love the game. I think so much that I deliberately try my best to avoid the entire ending, the twist. Which I'm not going to go over if you're not playing the game. But I've actually seen, I avoided everything about the twist of the ending. So I did not want to be spoiled. Because the final boss was a little tough. If you want to beat the final boss, I recommend you do a safe difficulty. Cheating, I know it's kind of cheat. I know, but I prefer playing my Persona game. Prefer playing my Atlas games on that mode, and it's easier because I suck at RPGs. No joke, I suck at turn-based RPGs. I try playing. Anyway, I'm not about. I tried playing the Ace Attorney games. The first one is. Oh, it's not my thing. Just paying attention to stuff. Look up hints. So I had to keep looking like bold. Which will be cheating, I know, but yeah, that's why I did continue playing past episode 1. I'm not deleting anything, though, in case I do want to decide to go through episode 2. But it's not exactly my thing. Also, today I played Gears of War Reloaded. I think it was called. The remaster of the Xbox Classic on PlayStation. No joke. And it's incredibly it's weird seeing the Xbox Game Studios logo will appear on the PlayStation copy on PlayStation, their rival. It's weird. But the game is kind of fun, but it's part of sorry. Part of that is a part of the first act that really, really pissed me off. I just rage quit. It's a frustrating when you have to try and dodge a giant freaking monster that can instant kill you once it touches you. That makes it really annoying to dodge and run just to move it. There's an unfair death about it too. It's just frustrating. It's really, really frustrating. So yeah, I just quit. I like Gears of War. I'd rather just watch the walkthrough than just play the fucking game myself. Anyway, off topic. So far, there's still 3 volumes of manga. But a lot of these shoujo contents come out. We got Hideaki Sorachi is back with a new manga in Jump, which I have not yet read. Sadly. I don't know why I got lazy. Also, news Kagurabachi's getting an anime officially. Look for you can watch the teaser on YouTube. It is great. I love it. Like the Psyche K anime is 10 years old. And Debbie almost done season 2. This first episode's 14 and 15. So I got 8 episodes left. I'm still watching Gintama. But maybe I'll continue watching it on Crunchyroll. Easy that way. I was planning to do a review on the episodes as released, but I decided to do a sort of 2-part review. Go up to the episodes from 2013 before continuing with the revival in 2015. Yeah, 2 hours. So I'm gonna at least go to the episodes up to episode 200 or something, which will take me a while. I'll be watching on Netflix just to experience what those dubs are, if I like them or not. Anyway, off topic. Back to the manga. So, is this weird? Hey, Will, here's a voice. I mean, it discovers some clean, fresh water. Then when was that voice again? Also, it says, it is your woman. I actually like her design in the manga for some reason. She looks pretty cute. Yeah, I don't know why. The artist made it look so cute. Not saying she was ugly in the game. No, I like the design there. I'm just saying she just makes it look cuter in the game, in the manga. Once we do the art style. Oh my god. Anyway, when I go further, also, when was she naked in the game? I definitely continue the Xbox version when I can to get through that part. But I hope I'm just not sure the game still works or not because I left out for days because I couldn't put the case. And I had to wash it. So I don't know if it will work properly while being scratched. Ugh. There's really a bad place to put my gazer just up on the freaking over there. Yeah, you see, fucking over there. Anyway, so. It's one of some story some villagers who recognize them as candidates and get caught. You know what? But except for Videlio and Basilio, sorry. I think this is a coalition with Idilia. Yeah. I forgot his name actually. I mean, a 400 children's catcher. Well, again, we're present with the crier. I think it's quite. You got what I mean? The one for the church. Well, actually, he has to sort of role to play in the finale. Again, that was spoiling if you're not familiar with the game. But if you don't want to wait for the end, like 1 or 2 more years, then play the game. Take you a long time, take you long, but it won't be as long as a monthly wait for the manga. I still hope this releases in English soon. Because something confuses me. This owns Manga Plus and the Shonen Jump app. The West, I mean. Yet some titles are not published under this, like Kindergarten Wars. That is confusing. And then if they translate it, why didn't they basically publish it? It don't make sense! I can't remember the line. But anyway. I think it's a choir, actually. Oh, he actually stole the balls. See if what he's heard was true. If the church was lying. So yeah, that's up there. Hey, the candidate from before, the Masari candidate, was reading the villagers. Sure, you know, like Julius, he's not that bad of a person. He's just not to hurt them. Oh. We learn that they must sacrifice. They'll sacrifice someone to the dragon god, then they'll be at peace. The one being sacrificed is his sister, the girl we said earlier, Yupa. Her full name's Euphoria, but she goes by Yupa for short. But it seems the manga forgets that. Seems the translators forgot her full name's Euphoria. You know, just like the subtext say Euphoria, her brother calls her Yupa. You know, she's wanting to be sacrificed. It reaches her goal. You know, they can't rescue Fidelio and Basilio. Basically, you know, but of course they don't owe again anything. But they decided to make a deal with them to help them out. Temporary truce for now. They agree. Basically, some power at the Dragon Temple. Sacrifice. Ogma hears that is upset with her. But Fidelio just calls her on it, you know, basically calls her a hypocrite, but maybe he's talking about what happened to the prince. She blames herself for what happened, but she's not willing to sacrifice anyone. Is it because of the hierarchy? I don't know. Character Mo hasn't been much prevalent in this manga, which is odd. He's also comes with another reveal later in the game. But again, that's spoiler. So not having played much of a role in the story makes me concerned how they handle his role in the finale. Because we actually shocked by the twist of his character. Because you've got to know him from the story, formed a bond with him. I'm trying to go do bonds in the manga, but they could have just found a way to have Mo be around more often. Like, sort of have him communicate with Will, without him going to academia. Just communicate each other secretly. Just saying. I'm just concerned how they're going to handle that. We're just a while for that one. But anyway. Anyway, it's the Dragon Temple. There's something of a powerful weapon there. What they're looking for. The Draconar Lance. Everyone find that my story candidate from before. I forgot to keep again to see him. Before he passes out, he begs to save his sister. Which is an interesting thing. It shows he's not a bad person. And he cares about her sister. I didn't want to sacrifice her. I have respect for him. And it's a chapter a little longer than my usual videos because I don't talk about some other stuff. I apologize. But you know, I can't help but keep bringing this up. I am concerned of where the story is going, how it's handling the characters. Like, you want to see how that while their awakenings are, go check it out. But I recommend you go to the ones that appeared so far in the game. You know, I recommend you go to after Juna joins the party. That way you won't be spoiled on anything that happens later. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Enjoy my content. Please hit that button. I want to see more. Subscribe, channel, and notification bell. Take all these good challenges, guys. Later for the I'm going to catch up on. So, Uber jump out.